Well, I'm at the stand here of the Antiques and Vintage Roadshow in aid of St. Patrick's College. I'm joined by Olsen, Amy,
Gemma.
and Gemma. I might start with you, Olsen. This is about St. Patrick's College. First of all, what is the history of St. Patrick's College?
Yeah, St. Patrick's College, it was built way back in the 1870s as a diocesan boarding school. And a new college has been built just in the past year. So the old building, the 19th century building, is now the Diocesan Pastoral Centre. So it provides a whole range of services for the Diocese of Kilmore. So it's a very old building now, and there's obviously a huge upkeep on it. And this event really arose out of a group of us sitting down and trying to come up with ideas how we can make the old building viable and relevant in the 21st century.
And of course, it's a very good idea from two points of view. First of all, it's unique, there's not many of them around. But secondly, you are trying to restore a vintage old building, and to do that, raise funds, you have a vintage event.
Absolutely. Certainly it's an antique building in many ways. So antiques are a big part of the event that we've organised. So we're going to have a team of valuers on site. So if you've something up in your attic, perhaps that you've forgotten about, that you want to dust off and bring in and get it valued, you can do so on the day. And on the Sunday evening from 7 to 9, there's going to be a massive auction as well. So if you discover that your item might be of some value, you can also bring it to the auction on the Sunday evening. And then, as well as the antiques, we also have a vintage fair. We have a selection of vintage cars. We're also going to have a Victorian fashion show. Downton Abbey and all of that is so popular nowadays. And another interesting aspect of what we're doing is Cavan Crystal. We're a very important employer in the Cavan area for over 25 years. And to become a master cutter in the crystal business, you had to serve an apprenticeship of 7 years. So each year you had to produce an original piece of work. So we have gathered all of these original pieces of work, and for the very first time they're going to be displayed. We've called it the apprentice piece, and I think that's going to be very, very interesting and a notable part of our exhibition.
You also mentioned that there's a fashion show, which I'm sure where these two glamorous ladies come into. Amy, you're all dressed up in which what I assume is Victorian fashions. How are they different from today's fashion?
They're a lot heavier, they're a lot warmer, they're looser, but they're comfortable.
What about where do you put your money in your phone? Show us all.
I put my money in my hats, and I put my phone in my hats.
And Gemma, what do you think of the fashions of those days?
I actually quite like it. I'd actually go around like this. It's very, very comfortable, I have to say.
How would you get away with it on the streets of Cavan, though? Would they kind of say, "There's Gemma, she's a little weird"?
Well, actually, I'm not going to lie. I've got more compliments today than I have in my whole life.
Oh, there you go. Then maybe you'll start a trend, and maybe they'll call it the Amy and Jenna trend. So will you be involved in this fashion show?
Hopefully. Yeah, I hope we are, because it is such an interesting thing. It's not something that happens that often, you know. Yeah.
Now, the items that you're wearing, are they actually Victorian clothes, or are they something was in your mother's wardrobe?
Well, they're actually hired out, but I'm pretty sure that the whole idea is.
But so they're actually replica of what people would wear in the a bit different from what my daughters wear today. Well, I wish you great success, and I hope you do raise sufficient funds to bring the magnificent building back to its former glory.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I hope it'll be a great success as well.
Olsen, Amy and Gemma, thank you so much for your time.